Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you how to increase here. I'm on my last row at the top of the peak. I'll show you how to slip stitch back towards the brim to give it that nice look. Where to go in when it says the second stitch from chain, how to slip stitch back or half double crochet back, and then we will do half double crochet two together to start the decrease that creates the peak. So I have 2 stitches left. I'm going to do 2 half double crochets in each of these. Now this very last stitch can be pretty tight and you may not recognize it as a stitch here. We'll kind of pull it out a little bit. And we're going to make sure we get 2 loops on our hook. Kind of hard to see, but I got 2 loops on there. And we're going to do 2 half double crochets in this. And if you're not sure on the last stitch, you can count your stitches. I have the stitch counts there, how many for the total row, and I also have how many starting from after the half double crochet in second stitch from chain. That way you can count how many full half double crochets you have there and then which ones to do 2 in. So now I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to start my slip stitch back. So your slip stitch is going to start in this very, very first loop right here. So you get your chain, and then we're going to slip stitch back. So I'm going to slip stitch all the way to the end, and I'm going to make sure I go through this last stitch here. You got these horizontal bars created by the half double crochet. Make sure there's that 1 bar left. We're going to go in this very last one and slip stitch. We're going to chain 1, turn, and then we're going to HDC in the second stitch from the chain. So here's our chain, and here's the stitch the chain is coming out of. We're going to go in this very next. Mine just happens to be bright coral there. That would be our second stitch from the chain. And there's two sets of loops here. So there's the loops created by the slip stitch and the loops created by the half double crochet from 2 rows before. So we're gonna go in the loops created by the half double crochet. The slip stitch loops in the front are just there for loops. We are not going to be working any stitches into those. Those loops are still there, and I'm working my half double crochets in the loops of the stitches, the half double crochets from 2 rows before. Okay, so I have half double crocheted all the way back across, and I have 4 stitches remaining. 1, 2, 3, and that real nice tight one at the end. And I'm going to be half double crochet 2 together. This is going to decrease on the other side of our peak. So I'm going to yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop. I got 5 loops on my hook. Pull through all 5. There's 1. Then I'm going to yarn over, insert, yarn over. Here's that real tight one on the end. Pull up. I have 5 loops on my hook and pull through all 5. So there's our decrease. So we've increased here, and now this is a decrease. So we're going to start working our peak back down the other side. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch all the way back to the brim.